all that. Somebody bleeding on the mic and shit. I ain't trying to catch nothing up there.
I thought you was wiping the anger off.
Shit, I'm gonna need something to wipe a little bit harder than that.
I'm feeling you.
Hey, let's give another round of applause for all the comedians that performed tonight. They busted their ass out here. Shit, I'm getting old. This shit hurt. Damn, Benji. I gotta go after that shit. So I came up here to talk to y'all about some things that been kind of on my mind lately. It's some what the fuck moments I got to reflect on later on after they happen to me. You know, you don't get to look at them and think about them while you're actually in the moment. But now that I'm past that time, it's like, man, what the fuck? So I'm gonna need some crowd participation for these jokes to come across. I'm gonna point to you and I'm gonna point the mic at you and I'm gonna need y'all to go, what the fuck? All right? Let's go. We're gonna try this out for an example. I was in a crowd the other day and I heard somebody say, I think Trump is gonna go down in history as one of the best presidents to ever do it. I don't think that came across too right. We got somebody in the crowd that got off the little bus. Matter of fact, I think that little bus just pulled up. So, with that being said, I show up at the football game and I'm asking him, I said, which one is your son? And he's like, he's the one in all blue. It took me by surprise when he said this because the teams on the field are wearing blue, white and blue and black and yellow. So I said, okay, maybe I'm dyslexic and I don't understand. Which number is he? And he's like, no, my son's not a football player, he's a cheerleader. That's exactly what I said. I was like, what the fuck? Are you serious right now? So, man, this shit came across real bad. Like, I remember being catfished back in 1992 before the show even came on air, right? I had this experience where I was talking to this young lady. I was in high school, she was in high school. We was talking, she had a sexy voice on the phone. She said on my AOL, you've got mail. And you know what I'm saying? So, I looked at the picture, and the girl in the picture was really cute. So I'm like, hell yeah, I'm gonna meet her at the pizza parlor, and we gonna hit this shit off. I got to the pizza parlor, and somebody said, hey, Will, and I looked, and I was like, damn, she is so uncute. This motherfucker right here. Yeah, she looked like she was already for Halloween, but it was nowhere near October. So this moment at this football game felt a lot like that. I was some bullshit. And the shit that was really fucked up about it was I was sitting here thinking of ways to try to get out of here. I'm like, man, do I have my buddy call me or something, say he need a ride or something? How do I get the fuck out of here right now? This shit is bull, right? So what happened was I couldn't take no more. I seen the kids sitting in a huddle. It was his son and a bunch of girls, and they were sitting there talking and stuff, laughing and giggling. And he slapped one of the females on the shoulder and said, stop it, bitch, you crazy. And she laughed it off. And I was like, oh, hell no, this motherfucker's an honorary female. I gotta go. I can't do this. This is some bullshit right here, right? So that was just one of my what the fuck moments. Another what the fuck moment happened a little while ago. A homeboy of mine called me and said, hey man, let's go. You wanna take a ride with me up the street? And I was like, all right, cool. So I go with him to go up the street. And he's like, yeah, man, I'm just going up the street. One of my boys having a get-together at his house. I'm thinking, all right, cool, we gonna get together, maybe have a couple drinks, chill, watch TV or something, whatever, a sporting event on TV. Man, I get there and there's U-Haul trucks and shit all over the place. He was like, yeah, we gonna help him just lift some heavy stuff. I look at him and I'm like,
what the fuck?
Hell yeah. Man, what the fuck? I ain't dressed to be moving shit. Y'all got me fucked up. So me, I gave his ass the same moment he gave me. I went inside the house, said I was going to the bathroom, found some mail, called an Uber, gave him the address. That Uber came and picked me up, and my boy looked at me and he was like,
what the fuck?
I said, yeah, man, I got somewhere I gotta be. I'll catch up with you later. So I rolled on out. Yeah, that was the other one. So let me think, man. I had a couple of these what the fuck moments. These are pretty good moments too. This shit was funny, right? So, what's so funny over there? Y'all laughing and shit. So, I had a what the fuck moment. It was about 1992. This one was really close and dear to my heart. Man, y'all gonna excuse me a little bit if I tear up. Women, I feel like y'all can do the job of men, but just men are just really better suited to do them. It's some bullshit talking to your mom about putting on a condom. I was raised by a single mother. I mean, somebody had to do it, but damn. So, about 1992, I was getting ready to go into high school. I go downstairs. My mom called me downstairs to talk to me about something. I get down there, and she got a cucumber, a banana, and a zucchini sitting on the table. I thought we was gonna be vegans or something. I ain't know what the fuck was going on. But she was like, I want to talk to you about some things that should be happening to you. Your body should be going through some changes. You should be having erections and stuff. And I was like, yeah, we had one of those. That's how we got the class president. She was like, boy, no, and I am not talking about no damn election. I was like, what do you mean? She explained to me what an erection was and kind of, lost the point of what the talk was about. And it's like, oh, shit. She saw the look on my face, and she knew that it had registered, like, yeah, I've been having these experiences. I ain't know where the fuck they was coming from or why they was happening, but I know they lasted long periods of time, right? But anyway, let's get off of that. So Mom's pulled out this little aluminum foil square. It had a circular ring in it, and I didn't know what the hell it was at the time. But when she opened it up and she pulled out the thing inside of it and explained to me that it was a condom, I was like, oh shit, that's what that was? So I'm gonna tell y'all, as parents, you have to put up things that you don't want your children to get into. Put them out of reach, put them in a safe place where nobody can find them, because as a kid, I used to always go in people's purses, wallets, pants, and drawers and stuff to find spare change and everything so I could go to the store and get candy and sodas and shit like that I wasn't supposed to have. And I came across a gold coin that was aluminum with a balloon inside. Y'all laughing already, y'all so messed up. So me, I used to always dream about having that little punch balloon. Well, I ain't had to dream no more. I blew this big ass balloon up. I put a rubber band on it from the LA Tribune, and I walked around with the house with a punch balloon that was slimy as hell. Man, this shit was crazy, right? So now that I'm hearing my mom tell me that this is a condom and it got this stuff on, I'm like looking at myself in the mirror like, is my lips big because of this no-noxonil 9 shit? Maybe it's an allergic reaction. Nah, it's genetics. I get these big motherfuckers from my dad. But yeah, man, so that's what we talked about. It was awkward as fuck. I mean, my mom was sitting there looking across the table at me like, you understand how to put this thing on? And I'm sitting there like, I know she don't want me to put this shit on in front of her. Like, the fuck? The hell wrong with you? I ain't about to roll this thing down and pinch the tip and everything, man. So ever since then, I got an issue with condoms. See my mom every time I get one, so I try not to use them, to be honest with you. I'm just talking. By a round of applause, how many people participated in the last presidential election? Well, that's good that many people didn't participate in that bullshit. I remember looking at that ballot and I was thinking, this is some bullshit for real. We either gonna put a bitch in office or Hillary Clinton. Y'all see how that shit turned out. But the bad thing about it was, as bad as that was, it wasn't even the worst thing on the ballot. The worst thing on the ballot was Proposition 60. It said vote yes or no for pornographic actors to wear condoms.
Yep, that's fucked up.
Y'all, what the fuck? What the fuck? We actually got a presidential election ballot and you got some stupid shit for a pornographic actor to wear a condom? Are you serious right now? How the hell did that go hand in hand? We got a small city that can't even drink water, but we voting for a motherfucker to put a condom on. Right? This is some bullshit right here. So, me, I'm not a hypocrite personally, so I ain't vote for him to wear one. I said no, because he don't got no say in me wearing one. You know? I mean, you think about it, the lady I'm with don't even have no say in me wearing one. She be like, did you roll the condom? I'm like, yeah, turn around. This bullshit out here. You about to feel this dick tonight, motherfucker. Right? It's like, ooh, babe, that feels good. What's that? I'm like, yeah, that's that new thin one by Trojan. You seen the commercials, yeah, whatever. Ooh, I feel like you let go inside me. Maybe the condom busted. I don't know. You don't know. So, yeah. Fucker. So, let me tell y'all some other stuff about me. I had a bad day a couple of days ago, thinking about a lot of things that just bothered me. I've come to find out I really hate dealing with old people because they so stubborn and set in their ways. I went to visit my grandma a few weeks ago, and the day I spent with her just bothered me. It bothered me for so long. So I went to see her, and before I was leaving, I said, Grandma, do you need anything else? You want anything else? You know, all the good stuff that grandchildren are supposed to do. And she was like, baby, take me, go get a burger. So I take her to In-N-Out, we at the drive-thru, and I say, Grandma, what do you want? She says, I want a cheeseburger with onions, lettuce, tomato, pickles, and no cheese. I know what that is. So I ordered a hamburger with onion, lettuce, tomato, and pickles. She pinched me in my arm. I'm like, ow, shit, what the hell was that for, Grandma? She was, boy, that's not what I ordered. Grandma, a cheeseburger with no cheese on is a hamburger. Come on now. Boy, yes, ma'am. All right. Excuse me, scratch that last burger. Let me get a cheeseburger with onion, lettuce, tomato, pickles, and no cheese on it. So what do y'all think the lady at the drive-thru repeated back? Man, my grandma was going crazy in the car with me. She was like, that ain't what I ordered. I know. I'm gonna park the car and I'm gonna go inside and take care of this shit. Don't worry about nothing. So I park the car, I go inside, and then the manager is at the register and he's like, are you having an issue with the drive-thru ordering? No, I'm having an issue with the repeat back, actually. So I ordered a cheeseburger with onion, lettuce, tomato, pickles, and no cheese. And you do know that, it's like, it's for my grandma, say no more. So you want a cheeseburger with onions, lettuce, tomato, pickles, and no cheese. Thank you. That's all I ask. And can you make sure it says that on the receipt? Because I don't want her thinking I got punked when I got inside, you know? So I'm pissed. I'm driving home. I'm speeding, actually, with her in the car. I don't give a damn if we both die right now. And I got to her house and dropped her off. And I was so pissed, I left my burger in the car, in the bag with her. Reason I was high was because, oh no, I got some more time than that. You gonna find some more time now. You messing with me. So, it's all, he good. Yeah, you good? Can I get some more time? He good. Thank you. I'm about to go now, fuck it. We here. So, yeah, I told her I'm pissed and stuff because I paid 40 cents for some cheese and never touched the patty. This some bullshit right here. What else? Let me think. There's a few other things that's been bothering me and shit.
What I want to know is, did they throw that cheese in the trash?
Right. At least throw it away. Do something.
Do that. Take that cheese, throw it in the fucking trash.
Put some secret sauce on it and throw it out. Yeah.
Sriracha.
Yeah. You know what? Me and you, we here.
Grandma probably liked the sriracha.
So what else? Oh. I try to take a pen and pad with me everywhere I go just in case an idea comes to mind so I can jot things down. So I went to a bar and I was jotting down ideas. And a guy at the bar asked me, he said, what are you doing? I said, well, I'm jotting down ideas in case they come to me. I'll make a joke or something about them. And he was like, okay, cool. So what do you do? I was like, I'm a comedian. He was like, well, tell me something funny. All right. So I told him some stuff that I'd actually never used on stage before. So I was like, where do midgets go to shop? You never seen a midget in the mall shopping for clothes, right? You got Children's Place, you got Babies R Us, but you don't have like a Forever or a Little One or anything like that. So where the fuck the midgets go to? Because you never seen them walking through the mall with a little bitty bag of clothes. So just like y'all, he laughing and stuff. So, and by the way, I call these jokes the questions that people want to ask, but they're scared on how they gonna be viewed, right? So then I said, you got a lesbian couple, they sleep and they hear a noise in the middle of the night. Who gets up to check? And Does one of them look at the other and say, well, you had the dick last night, so I had the balls to go see what that noise was? So again, he laughing. He's like, man, you pretty funny. That's cool, man. So you got a gay couple, they making love, and one guy comes too fast. Does the other one understand? Be like, man, this all right. That shit happened to me when I was straight. He ain't like that one too much. For some reason, it didn't hit with him. And he was like, man, I don't think that's funny. And I was like, well, I'm not talking about the guys being gay. I'm actually talking about the guy coming fast, because that's a common problem in most relationships, you know? He was like, yeah, well, I just don't think it's that funny. I was like, well, myself, I don't know no gay guys to know if they offended or not. So if you do, you find out. If I ever see you again, let me know what they say. And he was like, well, I'm offended. What the fuck, right? So it took me a second, but I had a response for him. I said, so you telling me you can take a dick, but you can't take a joke? And he was like, I felt comfortable saying this, by the way, because he was really a little guy. So it was like, man, he ain't gonna fuck me up. I ain't worried about shit. So I said this to him, and he was like, man, you're a shallow person. I was like, bro, you don't even know me. You don't know shit about me to say I'm shallow. I said, I used to date a blind chick. Fuck, you gonna call me shallow? I said I was an asshole to her when we dated, but I'm not shallow. And the reason I say I was an asshole is because, like, I wouldn't let her bring her stick on the dates with us, because all that damn tapping would get on my fucking nerves. You know what I mean? Like, she don't need that. She with me. Just grab my arm and I'll take you wherever we need to go, right? But of course, like any lady, she always bring up that one time some shit happened. So we was at the movies. And after the movie ended, I grabbed my drink and my popcorn to throw in the trash. And I was walking out, and I was almost halfway to the car, really. And I was like, so babe, how the movie sound to you? And she, oh shit, where the fuck is she? She wasn't there. So I turn around, I go back to the theater, and she's sitting up here rubbing the wall of the theater like she's looking for a secret passageway in this motherfucker. And that ain't the fucked up part. The fucked up part about it was two kids on the opposite wall doing the same shit. And I wanted to laugh, but I didn't, because I ain't want to lie to her about what I was laughing at. So, shit ain't work out between us anyway, but we end up breaking up. But this relationship, as good as it was, it fucked me up for future relationships, right? I was out on a date with a new lady, and I used to get away with so much when I was dating this blind chick. Y'all don't even understand. So, not knowing who I was with and remembering who I was with, I'm walking with the lady holding hands, and I see this woman walking towards me, and she had so much ass, you could see her from the front. So I looked, and when she got next to me, I looked, and when she started walking by me, I looked, and when she turned around and got past me, I turned around and looked. I turned back around and looked at the girl I was with, and she was looking at me. I was like, oh shit, you can see. Fuck. And she's like, yeah, I can see you an asshole. And she won't return my calls. So y'all know how that went.
I was checking to see if you did.
So yeah. Well, in the great words of Dion Cole, well, that's it. Benji, come get this thing, man.